What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video in the Hunter Classic. It has been about a month and a half since I've done a classic video. I've just been very busy with stuff in my life happening here and there, but I decided it's time to make a comeback and come back to classic. I was going for a bunch of my old videos, and I found this spot that I used to hunt on Timber Gold all the time. So I moved a couple of my stands around, and we're gonna try it out right now. And hopefully it's going to be really, really good like it was. And I'm pretty sure I just heard a mule deer grunt. That is a buck. Oh my gosh, he's right here. Okay, so first of all, to get this out of the way, this is not the spot that we're going to currently, but this is the spot we are going to start in. We're going to just crouch walk right over here into our tree stand. I'm going to go ahead and call this buck in real quick while we're over here. Go ahead and hop up here in this tree stand. See if maybe we can get some eyes on this buck here. It says he was about like right here. Looks like that's him right there. Now I'm utterly curious if that is going to be the only one around us currently right now. Ultimately, the spot that we're going to go to is right down here. Right here on the edge of the lake right here. I actually had my stand a little bit further down, about right there, but I decided to push it back probably about 150 meters to right here, because back in the day this area right here used to be really, really good for mule deer bucks and stuff. Like a lot of mule deer would be down here. There's a cow, sounds like she is back over here behind us a little bit. Oh my gosh, did you see that, guys? What? There's a non-tip behind us. No way. Oh my gosh, and that is a decent one too. Holy crap, dude. Literally have been off a classic for almost a month and a half, and I come back in the first spot I go to, there's a non-tip right here. I'm kind of scared to see the score estimate on him, not gonna lie. He doesn't look monstrous, but oh man, that is awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's small. Only 230 to 260? There's no way. That looks a little bit bigger than 260. He's got to be a little bit. He's got to at least be like at least almost 300, to be honest. He's got too much mass. That is absolutely something else right there. I definitely was not expecting that at the first spot. Haven't even actually made it to the spot yet. We may have to just change this entirely. This is a stand that I've already had set up here for a while. Here we go. And down he goes, just like that. I literally cannot believe that just happened. Let's go ahead and claim him here before anything weird happens. What's he gonna score? Oh my gosh, almost. I knew he was way bigger than 260 though. 297. Not bad. Alright, that dude is now taxidermized. We honestly just skull mounted him, because that is our first non-tip that is skull mounted. And there's actually another mule deer back behind us as we were taking that trophy shot. So I'm gonna hop back up here real quick. Like, we haven't even been to the actual spot yet, guys, and it's already been like 30 minutes in game. The first spot is probably gonna outperform the second spot, honestly. But we still might as well go over there because we never know what is gonna happen. But that honestly was not expected whatsoever. Like I said, my first game back after about a month and a half since our last video, and almost a 300 scoring non-tip was at the base of our tree in less than 15 minutes. What a very welcome sight back at the game. That is the game telling me something right there. We're just gonna chill up here. This might be one of the bucks that previously ran when we shot him, because he's not too far off from the tree stand. There was one buck that ran that way. That was the first buck that we initially seen back here behind these 3 pines. So I'm almost thinking that this might have been the 3rd buck that came in from this direction here and kind of just like he looped back around towards us. Good possibility. Kind of eager to see what he looks like though, because dude, imagine getting 2 non-tips in one game. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. Now we just need a big typical, like at the next spot. Just seen him back here behind us. That looks like a different buck. Yeah, I think that is a different buck. One of those small 3x3 call bucks. That is absolutely crazy though. I am still so shocked that that even happened. When I first seen him step out, I was like, honestly, my heart dropped. Because I was definitely not expecting that while I was doing the intro. Because I wasn't even going to stay here that long at all. I was just wanting to see what this buck in front of us looked like. And then I turned around and he was basically almost underneath us already. Alright, so this is a different buck. Way smaller though. So I think what we're going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and shoot him though. So I think what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and take him with the bow. And then we'll fast travel to our actual spot that we want to go to. Like, honestly though, like I feel like anything we get at the next spot, if it's not like a super rare or like a big typical, I honestly can't say that spot outperforms this one. At least this hunt. Yeah, he's gonna keep walking because he's hitting those rocks. All right, dropped him as well too. Let's go ahead and jump down here, grab this buck real quick, and we'll head over to the other spot. Small buck, 102, nothing special. Alright, we're going to go ahead and fast travel over to our actual location we were going to do the testing for. So, see you over there here in a minute. Okay, got one buck here in front of us. Nice, nice, nice. Now, I don't quite remember which tree oh, there it is right there. I think I remember having it in the other tree to my left. I put this one in the right tree over here this time, because it lets you see across the lake a little bit better. You can actually see stuff over there. So I think that's why I mainly put it over there this time. Let's go and hop up here real quick. Looks like we have one buck out here feeding to our left. Go ahead and see if we can call him in, see if he'll break from eating. But we are going to try this spot probably about 5 times. When we do the no session, we'll come here and stay for about 15 minutes to give an idea of what's around us for this spot. We won't stay at the first spot again like we did. So we'll sit here till about probably 1600 for the first hunt actually. See if we can maybe get something better in the other 4. Alright, here's the buck. Let's go and drop an arrow into him here real quick. And I'm not seeing anything else currently right now. I feel like I would already be able to see or hear anything more that was around us. Oh, wait a minute. There's another buck way over there on the side of the river. Obviously way too far for a bow shot. Just do a quick glass here on the edge of the lake. Yeah, I don't see nothing else, really. We're gonna hop down here and collect this one buck real quick. And then we'll probably head over to the next hunt. See if we can get anything else here. And then I'll do like an overall rating of what I think this spot is gonna be out of 5 hunts. Alright, let's go and pick up our buck. 89.4 kg. He's going to score a whopping 96. 40 GMs. Not terrible for a small buck like that. Not terrible. Alright guys, that is going to be hunt number 1 pretty much. After having that massive surprise non-tip at the starting location that we weren't even reviewing. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and fire up the second hunt, and I will see you guys back over here. All right, guys, hunt number 2, same exact spot. We are currently crawling up to the tree stand right now. We're going to sit up here. It looks like we have a doe right here in front of us as well, too. And I always tell people when I do these animal guides or whatnot, or these spot reviews, just remember the spawns are actually completely RNG, as the locations have like no influence whether you're going to find a doe or a buck. That's all chance. So in reality, this doe right here could very well be a buck. So just keep that in mind whenever you guys watch these videos. So we got 2 does here. Obviously, I'm not going to call any elk because there will never be elk down here. Unless, like I said, if they spook from that side of the river, from like a wolf or a bear, you won't have elk initially spawn. Particular right here, unless you go further down towards our first location, more or less. Yeah, I am not seeing a whole lot of nothing right now, so we're going to go ahead and call that good. Hop down, grab these 2 does. I say, obviously we're not going to get anything for them. Probably shouldn't even wasted the arrows on them, but 2 does, 2 kills. So that is going to be the second hunt. I'm going to go ahead and fire the third hunt up, and I will see you guys here in a minute. Alright guys, this is hunt number 3 now. We just spawned and we have a mule deer buck up behind us a little ways. We're going to go ahead and hop up here in the stand here. I've already given him a call, so hopefully he hears it. And he then soon comes towards us. So far, my first impression on this spot, it is definitely not what it used to be, in my opinion. I remember finding way more mule deer here back in the time that I had my first stand right here. Honestly though, I would recommend putting your tree stand at the first location over this one. Personally, I would put it here. This is going to probably take number 1 spot already if we don't shoot something super nice from here. Alright guys, this buck is almost to us now. I'm not seeing anything else, so I think we're going to go ahead and just take him with a rifle. He's less than 100 meters from us, so we're just going to shoot him with the 308. Go ahead and drop him right there in his tracks. And then we'll run over here and grab him. Primarily, we're just looking at the initial 15-minute to 20-minute spawn period of that location, just to give us an idea of how many animals spawn around that spot as well too. So let's go ahead and pick up this buck here, and then we will start hunt number 4. 95, 40 GMs. Not bad. Alrighty guys, so I have already fired up hunts 4 and 5, and there have been 0 mule deer at the last 2 hunts. I've sat there for like 15-20 minutes, and all there were bears and wolves stopping by. So I went ahead and saved you guys the hassle of having to sit through those 2 hunts. Here is my last and final thoughts about this location. Honestly, on a scale of 1 through 10, I would rate this probably, oh gosh, probably a 5 or a 6. Honestly, this is not the spot that it used to be. Obviously, back in the day, it used to be a lot better. But I would very much recommend you guys put a stand right here where I'm marking an X, anywhere down here on the east side of this lake, this cove. Very good for mule deer and very good for elk. So I would not recommend this spot unless you guys just have a spare tent you guys want to just throw somewhere and try it out. You guys may have better luck than me, but obviously this time around, out of the 5 hunts, was not very good. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like down below if you guys did. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We are almost to 4,000 subscribers. That would be absolutely phenomenal. And as always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.